guys, Jessie here from Jessie on a Journey, and right now I am in San Antonio, Texas, doing a sponsored trip with the Holiday Inn. They're hosting me in San Antonio on the Riverwalk and in Austin, Texas, where I'm heading after I do this video. So I figured I would take the opportunity, since I'm not in my very loud Brooklyn apartment, to do a video and tell you a little bit about what I did with my two and a half days traveling solo in San Antonio. And I'll tell you a little bit about the brand, since we have the book. And I will also tell you and show you a little bit about how I packed for the trip. So hopefully you'll get some tingles and learn a little bit about San Antonio. Maybe you want to plan your own trip here. Okay, so let me start off with the binder. I love these kind of binders. So the Holiday Inn San Antonio Riverwalk has some nice amenities. I'm actually in a king bed room with a balcony that overlooks the Riverwalk. Before coming here, I kind of envisioned the Riverwalk to be this like short, overly touristy attraction, but it's actually really cool. Starting to hear some vacuum sounds. So, sorry about that. Or hair dryer. But it's basically a network of paths on this river that extend all over the city. Like literally everywhere I've been doing the bike share to get around, everywhere I bike, there's the Riverwalk. Like it's all over. It's pretty cool. And yes, you do have the Rainforest Cafe and Rocky Mountain Chocolate and Dick's Last Resort and a few of those, but I've definitely seen a lot more local restaurants and bars. What I've really loved about it is that there's so many gardens and pieces of public art. I've like randomly stumbled upon a few museums and historic arts districts, and so it is really cool for sure. My tagline for my blog is taking you beyond the guidebook. So I try to avoid the super touristy places. And I'm not saying that touristy places don't have, you know, any value, but I just feel like you can read about them in your guidebook or on TripAdvisor. So I prefer to just wander or bike without any plans and just kind of stumble upon random finds, or like ask a random local person or whatever, same as I would do at home. You know, sometimes I use Yelp and Foursquare for a little guidance, but I love just getting lost. So this hotel has been my base. There's a gym and a pool. There's like a lounge downstairs, free business center, which I definitely use, free printing and free faxing. There's a restaurant right on the Riverwalk, so I just had breakfast. And it's overlooking the river, so that was kind of nice. I will say that San Antonio is extremely romantic. So much historic architecture and historic theaters, cobbled streets, and hanging ivy, and these winding staircases all over. So definitely a good spot if you're a couple. I am solo, so I've definitely been taking a lot of photos of other couples because they're like, oh, she's alone, she's not doing anything, she can take our picture. But I am dating someone who's not here right now, but I've been sending him a lot of annoying text messages and photos being like, you should be here. So yeah, so anyway. What else? What I've loved about this room in particular is the blackout curtains, which at home I'm very much someone who doesn't sleep. So I don't have curtains. I like waking up with the sun, but when I'm away, it's kind of nice. I mean, for me, like, I wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock every day. So here I'm sleeping late, like I'm sleeping till 8, 8:30. That's very late for me. It's kind of nice than just like throwing back the curtains and then like being on the balcony. That's been like super nice. What else? They do have free high-speed Wi-Fi. That's been good. Haven't had any problems. They have a program where if you forget something, like your toothbrush or whatever, hairbrush, you can get it from their desk. I've got some phone numbers here with informational lines for airlines and automobiles. And by the way, that program, if you forget something, is free. So that's kind of nice. There's laundry services. Checkout time is noon. However, I joined the free member program, which travel tip. No matter what hotel brand, airline brand, whatever you stay with or you travel with, join their free programs. You get free points. So, you know, whether it be Hawaiian or whatever, like even I'm a huge flyer on Delta. I've been collecting their points for years. Granted, they devalued them. I used to have status. But yeah, it's free points, get free perks. Even if it's small, like a free dining credit, like take the free things. If it's free, it's me. Words to live by. They do have some in-room dining if you don't feel like going to the restaurant. They have a pillow menu if you would like a different type of pillow. And they also have complimentary newspapers. They can arrange a taxi service for you, though I'm huge on the bike sharing. I think that bike sharing is pretty much the best thing to ever happen to any place in the world. You don't have to rely on, well, one, it's really good for you. Two, you can like feel the beat of the city you're in. And three, it's budget friendly. Though here I paid $10 for the day for the bike. You do have to dock it every 30 minutes, which can be a little bit annoying, but if you have a smartphone, there's an app that tells you where the bike stations are, and you're getting like your workout in, you're getting your sightseeing in, and you're getting around. You don't have to, you kind of like take control of your commute. Like you don't have to wait for the bus. You don't have to figure out the bus. You just go. I love it. I love it. Anyway. So yeah, I had the breakfast, but they do have a dinner menu, and some of the options include San Antonio street tacos in warm corn tortillas, a buffalo chicken salad with a chipotle ranch dressing, hummus and pita if you're being a little healthy. I've actually been very impressed with San Antonio's like fresh juices, vegan, raw. They have all these kind of options. It's not just Tex-Mex, though. Of course, you should have the Tex-Mex. For Tex-Mex, go to, it's called Mi Tierra in the historic Market Square. It's so good. It's really budget friendly. I had big roast chicken with like chips, salsa, refried beans, corn, tomato, zucchini for $7.50 on lunch special. But what's really cool is the waitresses all have these Mexican fiesta dresses, and there's like an explosion of Christmas decorations all over the restaurant, so it's like kind of quirky. So after you eat there, you can go across. Well, it's not right across, but you'll find it. It's very close, less than a minute walk, to Fiesta Winery, and you can sample all kinds of wines made in Texas. I won't say that, if everybody knows, I won't say it's the best wines I've ever had, but it's like a true taste of Texas, and it's really budget friendly. It was $12 for 6 1-ounce tastings, and they have rosés and whites and reds and ports, so you can have the full spectrum. So yeah, the hotel is walking distance to many wonderful attractions. Pretty much all the major attractions are in downtown, so you can easily experience them all. The missions, the old theaters, and all that kind of stuff. Walking distance from here is also this really awesome bar called the Soho Wine Bar and Martini Lounge, I believe it's called. It has, well, it's kind of like a dingy feel, and the name makes it sound like super posh, but it's very laid back, a little grungy. Cocktails are tasty. What I love, well, one, they do a lot of like house-made infusions. You can see all these jars infusing different vegetables and foods into spirits, but they have ghost chili laced martinis and drinks, which is, I got a ghost chili mezcal drink that was pretty spicy and really good. They also do ghost chili dessert drinks, which I love spicy food so much, and spicy drinks, so that was pretty cool. Another place, I couldn't walk there from here, but I guess you could if you wanted to, but the bike was easier. It's called The Luxury, and it's on the river walk, like everything seems to be. I'm gonna drink soda while I talk. It's 10 a.m. and I'm craving soda because I'm awful, but anyway. The Luxury. Again, don't be fooled by the name. It's a really chill outdoor bar and restaurant. It's sort of like a food truck, but it's made from shipping containers. And they have a ton of craft local beers. And soda's 3 days old. It's kind of flat. Anyway. They do burgers. They do, I had this like fried plantain with fresh crema and refried beans on it. That was interesting. Not gonna say it was my favorite, but the burger was really good. It had like onions and spicy sauce on it. But what I loved is the music's not too loud. It's outside, and we have these wooden swings that have like these fire hoses holding them up. So you can sit right on the water and swing and eat your food. Bring bug spray, because that was the one kind of issue I had with the place. But very chill. As a solo traveler, I didn't feel weird there. I was there for like 2 hours reading a book and just chilling. So definitely not a place where you're like awkwardly sitting at the bar, like no one's talking to you. It's really cool. I've done so much and now I'm forgetting. Oh, okay. That was excited. the Blue Star Arts Complex is awesome. It's full of like galleries and little shops and like this homemade gelato place that was amazing. I think it's called Southtown Paninis and Gelato. It's the only gelato place in the Blue Star Arts Complex. And they make everything from fresh daily, and they import a lot of ingredients from Italy. So, like pistachios, and I had this awesome lemon cream ricotta gelato that had like chunks of lemon jello laced ladyfingers. And they give you free samples as much as you want. There's another cool ice cream place called The House. I'll do some tapping. That has booze infused ice creams for, they have kid friendly flavors, but they also have kind of that adult edge. So that was really awesome. I went to Earth URTH smoothies, which I had a very delicious smoothie. I was going to smoothie places being like, oh, I'll get the kale juice. How do you order kale juice when there is a smoothie with chocolate, peanut butter, and cinnamon, and banana, and vanilla milk, almond milk? Like, I'm not getting a kale smoothie, let's be real. So, yeah, I got one that had pretty much it was all natural, so but I'm sure that the peanut butter and chocolate still had calories. Luckily, I'm using the bike share and walking. I took the bus once when it started pouring, but I didn't have to. I could have walked in the rain if I really wanted. So yeah, I've been really impressed with the food. Oh, the Pearl Brewery, another cool area to. They have a lot of these little complexes that have like a ton of little artisan shops and restaurants. La Vilita is another one. It's a historic arts district. It dates back to the early to mid 1800s. Really awesome kind of art galleries and homemade, handmade goods. So the Pearl Brewery is the last kind of. And the King William Historic District. Go there for the views of the architecture. It's beautiful. But okay, so the Pearl Brewery. I went there and I'm like, this logo is like so familiar. And then it hit me, Pabst. So Pearl bought Pabst in the 1800s, maybe early 1900s. Okay, sorry, no, not the 1800s. The 1980s, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it was the 1980s. Assumed the Pabst name and logo, and then Miller bought them in, I think, late 90s, early 2000s, and the brewery here closed. However, they turned it into this very cool neighborhood with, like, again, shops and restaurants, even some raw and vegan restaurants. Pretty cool, I thought. I try to eat raw when I'm like everyone does these cleanses and starves themselves. When I want to lose weight real fast, I just eat raw for like 3 days. Goes right off. Weight gets right off, and you aren't hungry. Like, you may be craving like the junk you usually eat, or like burgers and stuff, but like you can eat food, which I can't go like 3 hours without eating food. So the raw thing is like really cool to me, especially when you go to a restaurant that makes really good raw food. I'm lucky I live in Brooklyn, so I'm not just eating carrot sticks. Like, I'm going to restaurants and like getting really good raw like mushroom burgers with almond cheese and stuff. Okay, so let me show you how I packed for this trip, because I'm starting to get a little long-winded. So let's start with my handbag. So what do I bring in my handbag? Well, I am never without an eye mask, because sometimes, even when you're not on a plane, might be really tired. You might just need to sleep right then and there. You never know when that will happen. I have a really dirty UV filter for my camera. It's cracked a little bit. So I really just put it on there, which I will clean it to kind of protect the lens. Business cards. Never know when you'll meet someone, and even yesterday I met this random dude who was standing on a table in the park singing to himself. Told me he was the editor of a magazine. Could possibly not be true, but I gave him my card. Oh, well, for those of you who wear contacts, you know the importance of this stuff. I hate contacts, but I love them at the same time. More business cards. My passport, which I won't open and show you the ugly photo, but it is here. Obviously cash and cards. I have, if you ever need to borrow a pen on a plane, I apparently have an entire office in there. I'm always afraid that I don't have a pen, and then I grab one and throw it in, and then I end up with a million. I am never without a snack. It's survival. I was on a trip once and someone was like, "You are a defensive traveler," because I had like a buffet in my backpack. I'm always afraid I'm gonna be without food. Actually, the reason I have this particular kind of package for mints is I have an ASMR video planned for the future that I'm going to use this case for, and it'll be a craft of some kind. Stay tuned. And my iPod from the 90s, because I don't know why I feel weird using my phone as an iPod. So, also I don't know how, this is really dumb. I don't know how to use it without not using data. Oh, anyway, I like this because it doesn't use Wi-Fi or data. Maybe the iPhone doesn't either, I've never looked into it. But I've had an iPod since I was 16, and I'm 29, and this is only my second one, so, I mean, I'm doing something right. One of them, my last one, just like, one day I turned it on and it literally is kind of funny. It just had a sad face. It was just like dead. It was old. But I like how that's like what happens to an iPod when it's like come to the end of its time. It's just like, so anyway. My hat bag. Let's get serious. I'm going to show you the toiletries, and then I'm going to kind of change the view so you can look inside of my suitcase. Micro USB. Over there. Oh. Gotta have the toiletries. It's mainly just little items I've stolen from different hotels. Nothing too interesting in here. Just standard toiletries. I do brush my teeth. The cool things I will show you. You know what? Here's 3 things. This is just contact solution, but I'm a fan of buying these little empty bottles, filling them with your different toiletries. If you stay in hotels, you'll likely have your toiletries there, but I still stay in hostels a lot, so, or couch surf. So these are handy. I also don't check a bag. Yeah, so fan of this brand, Mad Hippie. And they make these TSA friendly different things. It's the face cream and an eye cream. I also use a vitamin C serum. It's super refreshing. I just happened to forget it. Despite how much I travel, I'm not that organized. There's not a toiletry, but this typically goes on the outside of my lens to kind of shield some of the intense sun from my photos. Razor and soap. Now, this is important, so listen up. This is Ivory soap. I don't have amazing skin, but I used to have really, really bad skin. And my friend told me that her family secret is Ivory soap. And what I started doing is literally just wetting the top of Ivory soap, making a mask. My friend sleeps with it on, I can't do that, but leaving on for 2 minutes. My acne cleared up in like 2 days. So that's what I try with. I'm sure any dermatologist watching or having a heart attack, but I like it. I use a mini perfume for traveling. Although I will say, if you're in a place, and this is a fair trade perfume by the Body Shop, if you're in a place that has a lot of mosquitoes, perfume's not always the best, and for that I use Aroma Flash, which is I want to make sure that doesn't happen again, which is a perfume slash bug spray, all natural, uses alcohol and essential oils. So I recommend that usually. I forgot it. I packed the morning of my flight and it was early. So, oh, I love this. It's a Miracle Cushion from Lancome. I like it because it's a kind of foundation, but it doesn't count towards your liquids because it's a cushion. And it has a mirror. So, the rest is really just, I don't travel with a lot of makeup. I don't I don't know. It's not that I don't need a lot of makeup, but it's like, I'm by myself. Who am I trying to impress? I have a little makeup brush. This is just in case I have like a dinner or something. I am meeting a friend for dinner tomorrow, so maybe I'll try to look presentable. And with those Ziplocs full of electronics. Okay, so give me 1 sec. I'm gonna switch the view so you can see inside of my suitcase. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some of the items we have in there. One more thing I forgot to mention, that Fiesta Winery gives you a commemorative glass with your $12 tasting. Pretty cool. So, on the top, we have a scarf shawl. This is what I was just wearing at the beginning of the video. It is a scarf and a shawl and an airplane blanket. And if it's chilly in your hotel room, wrap yourself in it. This is pretty much the best thing. I think like top 5 accessories that everyone should have is a scarf shawl. Super versatile. Here are some $3 sunglasses from a thrift store. I never travel without my GoPro. Not only does it take action videos, but it takes pretty good photos, and it takes up like no space. I can put this in my regular purse. mini umbrella. This one is from, I don't remember. Does it say it somewhere? I need to work on their branding. Anyway, I'm sure if you Google on Amazon mini umbrella, you can find one. Another item I think is super important. It's literally like, I've already used it every day on this trip because Texas gets rain. See, it's really kind of small. I like to bring plastic bags, which technically you should bring like canvas bags or something because plastic is bad, but I bring bags, I wrap my shoes in. So I usually bring a pair of boots of some kind, sneakers, which I'm wearing right now, and I can't really wear flip-flops because they hurt my feet. So like a slip-on canvas type shoe. It's hot in Texas, so of course, trendy shorts. Got some nice rips here. I brought a couple, kind of, I think 3 in total. This is my plain hoodie. It's really lightweight and it's been great for just like throwing in my backpack, which is this backpack from Hedgren. I think it's super cute. Little accents. It rained yesterday, so it's a little dirty, but I mean, the material cleans super easy. And it has an iPad, and laptop pocket, and then just like a deep pocket. Super comfortable, and I love it. Like I said, this material like wipes right clean with a wet cloth, so that's also really nice. These are my kind of pajama shorts, super shorty shorts. Lifeguard. I'm not a lifeguard. I also brought these shorts just for a bit of something different. To be honest, you don't need to bring 2 pairs of shorts, but you could. Well, ooh, okay. Wow. I hope that didn't record. People are cursing outside. I'm definitely a minimalist. Like 2 pairs of shorts is like overkill for me, but I tend to get chilly in restaurants, so I did bring 2 kind of long sleeve shirts. This is still pretty light. Guess what this was? $7 at the thrift store. Yep, I know. And this is a little bit heavier, but not heavy, just like super cozy sweater. Again, great for like just kind of throwing on yourself if a restaurant gets too chilly or whatever. Sometimes it does get a little cool at night. I have not a ton. I have like 5 sundresses. That's, if you're a girl, this is like the easiest way to pack for like a warm weather destination. Just throw these in, fold up, roll, don't fold. Takes so much less space. And you've got like something very versatile. You can put a sweater over it or a long sleeve shirt over it and have like kind of a new outfit. So again, I've got, this is another sundress. This was like $6 at the thrift store. I'll stop mentioning the thrift store, but I love it. So I don't need to really show you that, but say 5 sundresses. I think I have 4 tank tops because, I mean, I'm biking a lot, I'm sweating a lot, so, I mean, it's needed. Got some bras here, I don't need to show you them. Bathing suit, of course. I also brought a rain jacket. This was really cheap from Throb Togs. I got this with a black rainproof pants. The total set was $60 for the jackets and the pants. super lightweight, like rolls up pretty small. Pretty cheap. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the best quality, but it does the job. It's sort of like a tarp material, so you also stay pretty warm. And by pretty warm, I mean I'm usually sweating. Bag of snacks. This is the last thing I'll show you. Let's sit down. I'm standing in a funny position. So, before I head out, here's my go-to snacks for the road. Oatmeal packets. Take up almost no space. Bags of trail mix. I usually make my own. Bags of pretzels, but I've already been eating a lot of. Ooh. And fruit that doesn't look bad. So apples are awesome. I love bananas, but unfortunately, when they're in dark spaces, they turn brown really fast. Love the way they taste. Hate the way they smush all over my stuff. So those are my tips. And it is time for me to now kind of pack up and get going to Austin, where maybe I'll be able to give you another update. So, fixing my shirt here. I hope that you found this both relaxing and informative. And if you have any questions about San Antonio, feel free to ask in the comments or visit my blog, Jessie, Jessie, on attorney.com.